Today's art journey involves using paper that I honestly didn't think that I would like, because look at that texture. When I ordered it online, I had no idea that it had this really liney texture. So when I got it in the mail, I'm pretty sure you can use both sides, because you've got, this is the main side, and then the back of it is smoother, but it does feel a little bit different. So I looked back at the listing and I didn't see where it said you could use both sides, but I will try the other side. I will use the back of it one day, but I have had this paper for a while and I honestly have been avoiding using it because of this texture. But to be completely honest with you, I really enjoyed using this paper. It is really cool with the texture, and it doesn't seem to react much different than the other paper that I use. But when you do finish an illustration, there is like that liney effect, but it does look pretty, it looks pretty good. So yeah, I don't know what brand this paper is. I just got it off of eBay. I could buy a whole stack of it for really cheap. It was about $17, and I'm pretty sure I got like, I don't know how many I got in the pack. It was like 20 or something. It was some crazy amount for that much money, and it's quite thick too. So it's a 300 GSM. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, if you have the opportunity to try a textured paper like this, I would recommend it, because yeah, I've enjoyed it. Anyway, today's illustration is something that's been on my mind for a while. Like most of my drawings, I have an idea that I got an idea from what I found on Pinterest, and you can go and have a look at my Pinterest. I have a folder there called Color B&W for black and white. It's open. I've got it so everyone can see it. There's only 2 drawings in it, but this is where this illustration came from. What the hell was that? Oh, it's just my USB falling off the computer. Anyway, that scared me. Yeah, so I have it open. You can go have a look at it. This piece is inspired by those 2 images that I have in that folder. I've only got 2, but when I drew this up and I color it, I knew straight away that I was not going to be using very bright colors for the colored section of this piece. So if you go and have a look at the folder that I have under my Pinterest, it's basically illustrations that are in black and white, but there is a triangle section or a section that's like got a shape where the inside of the shape is colored, and is a colored section, and it's kind of like you're putting a filter over the top and you're seeing what it really looks like. And that's where this piece came from, was that idea. And I really like looking at these pieces on Pinterest, and I just did not know what I was going to do, but I did follow the ideas that these people had of having a lot of them are flower based. So there's like flowers, so they've got all the colors popping in the shape section, and then it's black and white on the outside. But I sort of wanted to do a hand with a skull cup where the teeth is basically stabbing through the person's hand, and the person's hand is bleeding, and yeah, that was where I wanted to go with this. Not purely flowers, because I am not real big on drawing plants. I try to do that sort of thing. I try to be a bit of a mixed bag and tackle everything that I can, but I was not going to tackle a whole flower piece without having something a little bit disturbing or creepy in the piece. And like most of my illustrations lately, I am a little bit on the fence with this. I sort of really don't know how I feel about it, and I sort of don't know if I didn't execute the color section properly or if I should have gone a more brighter colors, but I just didn't want to. I wanted to sort of keep it fairly sort of realistic sort of colors. I didn't want to go too bright. I even sort of mulled the idea around in my head of using the Vivivas, but I really just, I don't know. I still got PTSD from using those Vivivas from last time. So I did not want to tackle them so soon. But I think that the black and white section that I did, I don't mind that. Like, it's okay, and I did my best to do a lot of the shading and also adopt some of the techniques from those pictures on Pinterest that I have saved, where they did a lot of the shading and that with like a dot sort of like style, and I have done that in the past, so it was kind of easy to sort of just do that in this piece. But yeah, I don't know, like, this piece might have been really good to just keep completely black and white, but I don't know, I just don't know how I feel about this piece. Yeah, it's okay, and I did my best with it to do something a little bit different to the ones I have seen. Like I said, the ones that I have seen, they use very vibrant, bright colors. But for me, I wanted to just keep it more natural. So yeah, this paper is really cool. I actually can't wait to do another illustration on it. I might even do my next illustration on this paper. I don't know yet. I'm sort of, I don't know what to do with the next illustration that I have got planned, whether or not I do it on some normal paper or I do it on this paper. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I definitely want to work with this paper again. It's just, I just never thought that I would truly enjoy this texture, and I truly have enjoyed it. Now, and I know that you probably don't want to hear this, but I am going to pick this piece apart now. All the things that I truly just don't like in it. One, I hate the way I did the fingernails. I completely cringe every time I look at those fingernails, but I do my best to sort of hide the mistakes I did with them. It's just the shape of them and all that. I just not a fan. Second thing, I don't like the top of it. A lot of it is completely wrong. I tried my best to tilt the paper and try to get the top of it even as possible, but it didn't happen, and then I sort of felt like I didn't execute the liquid properly as well, and yeah, things just got a little bit shitty from there. Second thing, I don't think the cheeks are very symmetric. Like, I'm all about symmetric. Is that even a word? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm not all for complete symmetry. I like to have one side a little off, and that's why one of the eyes is a little bit bigger than the other eye. That's on purpose. But when it comes to certain like other things where I like to only sort of keep one sort of one asymmetry element in the piece and the rest is symmetrical, but I think the cheekbone parts and the side of the heads are just, the side of the head is just completely screwed up, and yeah, I'm a little bit funny with that. And the next issue that I feel as though I have with it is I personally think that the color choices that I chose really didn't work. And I tried to make a lot of it brighter, and then some of it, like the skin, just a duller color, and the skull just a normal sort of concrete sort of grey color. But I don't know, I feel as though I was close to the mark, but I didn't quite execute this the way that I would have liked to. So there's a few sort of little disappointments with this, and I just feel as though there's something not quite right about it. But all in all, I sort of enjoyed doing this whole black and white and like a little colored section in the piece. I definitely want to do another one of these in the future. I think this is really fun, but I think what I might do in the future is actually use the Viviva watercolors and make the colored section a little bit brighter. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because your feedback helps me, helps me with my future designs. And do you think that I should have used brighter colors? Do you think that I should have just did things a little bit different? I don't know. I would appreciate your feedback. Just let me know. But anyway, like I said, I did enjoy doing this. It was quite fun, even though I'm not happy with quite a few elements. And I hope that you guys enjoyed some aspects of this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.